village in Romania. My great-grandfather used to tell us that long ago people were deeply faithful and feared nothing. And because of that, strange beings would sometimes appear to bring fear into their hearts. The most feared were the Iele. Beautiful women in white, seen at night near fields, haystacks and lonely places. He said they came in groups of 3, or sometimes 12, and that when they danced the ground itself burned beneath their feet. My great-grandfather swore he saw them himself. He said they called his name and rose from the ground before his eyes. He covered his mouth in fear because people believed that if you spoke, you could be left mute, crippled or cursed. He said that one night he went behind the house to count the haystacks, but when he looked closely, there were 3 more than there should have been. He believed the Iele could take different forms, and in that moment he knew what he was seeing. He covered his mouth in fear, and then they rose from the ground and began calling his name.
Marius. Marius.
They were not harmless spirits. They were feared because anyone who saw them, heard their song, or stepped into their dance could be cursed forever. My great-grandfather said that if you did not answer them, the Iele grew angry. Their soft voices changed. What began as whispers turned into terrible cries that cut through the night. He stayed hidden beside the haystack, with his hand over his mouth, knowing that no matter what happened, he must not answer. The more he stayed silent, the louder they became. They screamed his name from the darkness, circling the field, rising from the ground, filling the whole night with fear. And still, he did not speak.
Iubiat.
Am văzut. Am văzut.
By the fire he told his wife how terrifying they were, how they rose from the darkness, how they called his name, and how their screams did not sound like anything human. Time passed, but he still told us about that terrifying night. Even after all this time, he had never truly forgotten it. The old people said that anyone who had truly seen the Iele never escaped them completely. Even years later, they still came back in dreams, with their voices, their faces, and their terrible screams.